Hello YouTubians and welcome back to another Spicer11 YouTube video, and today I'll be taking a look at the collector's final figurine as the 10th Doctor in his blue suit and of course his spare head, which is the 3D glasses variant. We have the BBC and Doctor Who logo, and we have the doors that looks like it's opening inwards to reveal the Doctor. On the top you've got your lantern, which it's nice. Then on the side, you've got 10th Doctor written up instead of the Peace Public call box. Then you've got your windows. Same on the other side. And after the back, you've got a brief bio about the 10th Doctor and Dyamix figurine basic stuff. It is licensed by Big Chief Studios and all that. And of course, you get the BBC, distributed by Hillside. And it's, you get to check out the social medias. But yeah, that's what we'll be having a look, and let's take it out of its box. Before I take a look at the figurine, I'm going to kill your suspense even more. But I'd like to point out how amazing this background diorama of the 10th Doctor's TARDIS is. It's absolutely brilliant. I like it. It's cartoonized, but you can clearly tell what TARDIS interior it's supposed to represent. But this would make a really good display piece alongside with the figurine, to make it look like it's actually inside the TARDIS. If you've got the set, and you want to display it with the TARDIS, you have the option to. It is removable completely. Yeah, it's really cool. There's nothing on the back or the sides, but I just thought it was a nice little addition. You've got your floor piece there, and you got your TARDIS, but when it's all closed up like so, it's just to make it a little bit more ceramic. But I just thought I'd like to point that out. So, yeah, let's get the figure out. So, here is the Doctor. Now, this is a really good representation of David Tennant. It includes a spare head, which we'll have a look in a minute. And it includes its display stand, which is made from plastic. But underneath, you have the Doctor Who logo, which is etched into the plastic, so it's not a sticker or anything. Then you got your licensed stuff, and then you got your BBC and your, Big Chief Studio thing on here, which is really cool. So you can display your Doctor Who, your 10th Doctor on there. But in fact, it doesn't have to have a stand, because he does stand up pretty freely without the stand, which is really cool. But obviously, to give him more stability, you can actually stick him on the stand. So looking at the 10th Doctor, trying to get into focus for you. Here we go. It does represent David Tennant very well on his spiky hair. You can tell who it's meant to be. It's cartoonized, so it looks cool. Even on the side, it looks like David Tennant, especially on the back, like so. So yeah, you can tell immediately that's the David Tennant variant. And then he's got his red tie, which is inaccurate, but again, it's only a representation of David Tennant. He's got his blue suit, hands in his pockets. There's no articulation or anything. It's just one solid mold. It is plastic. I know people was asking about that, if it's like Eagle Moss material. No, it's actually made from plastic. The coat's a separate piece, but it's been added on. You got your Converse down here, which is represented as red Converse. On the bottom, he's got his peg holes for the match up for the display. And yeah, it's really cool. It doesn't come with any other accessories apart from the spare head, which, speaking of heads, you just pull that off and you've got a headless Doctor. The Doctor is now headless. But speaking of which, if we just pop this one on, it's a bit of pressure light. His head won't go all the way properly, but you know what it looks like. So here's one with his 3D glasses, which are really cool, when displayed. I need to push that in a little bit further, but it's a little bit stiff right now, so I'm just going to have to sort that out later. But yeah, so here it is, 10th Doctor in his glasses. It's the wrong type of variation to put with the glasses, but actually it works well with the figure. I mean, to have it displayed with his glasses, you can tell that's a 10th Doctor, even though it's the wrong variant of the costume with his glasses. It still makes sense. Worked out last night that he had an old variant where it was just box standard glasses, no 3D glasses, just normal glasses, and that worked well with that suit. But this time round, you've got the 3D glasses. Now, you can, however, see he has got eyes underneath the glasses, but the glasses themselves are not opaque or anything. It's actually painted like plastic. Cool. But yeah, as I was saying, that he does actually have eyes underneath his glasses, which looks like he's seeing through them. But to me, it looks like they've made like two of the same heads and just stuck glasses on the opposite one. To me, it is slightly a different mold to the other one, but it has got the same expression as each other, kinda. One's slightly different than the other, but it's just slightly different variation. In fact, the neck on the 3D glasses version has a wider neck, and his Adam's apple is like hanging lower. But other than that, if I just take the head off, you can tell, you know, it is basically identical, but this one's got a wider neck, so that's probably why it's not been easy to put the head into place. But yeah, on the back, there's, you know, no markings or anything, but these are your pegs, so you can stick these back on. So you can just see, it goes in easy. It goes in easy, but with this one, it's like really hard. I'll sort that out later. So yeah, speaking of pegs, here's a display stand. You plug him on like so. He says, if you can find the peg holes. Hang on. We'll get this in. Okay, so back to the 10th Doctor. That is a bugger to put on his stand. It is. You're gonna have a really tough job putting his feet on the stand. So be careful when doing so, because you might snap the pegs off. It's not all the way flush to the board, but I need to give it time for it to adjust. It is only made from plastic, but the figurine itself looks fantastic. You can definitely tell who that is. There's no mistake, and that's not David Tennant. You know, it is. And, you know, here's his spare head, you know. So, overall, what do I think to this? I really love it. I mean, it's one of the best pieces I've got so far. And if you want to pick one of these up, go track one down. It's brilliant. Recommend you get it. It's well worth the money. I don't even know how much it was because I didn't buy it. It was a Christmas present, so it's well worth the money, however much it is. But please don't tell me in the comments because I don't want to know the price. But it's really nice to have this into the collection. So if you're a 10th Doctor fan like me, pick one of these up. It's brilliant. I can't say much about it because it's just so amazing. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a brilliant Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alonzo.